Hey guys, welcome back to another stream on the channel. It's Football Hypes here, and in today's stream, very different stream again, but I thought I would discuss things that we want to see in Soccer Manager 2022. Definitely a video that I've wanted to make for quite some time now, because obviously the topic of Soccer Manager 2022 is flying around the community, and it's definitely something that everybody's talking about. But we're not talking about the things that we want to see. Actually, we are. What am I talking about? We're always talking about the things that we want to see. And I thought I would, discuss with you what I would like to see added to the game. Now, I will go through some live comments in just a second, but I'm going to be discussing 5 things that I want to see added to Soccer Manager 2022. This is like a wish list. It's not so much like I'm in demand. These things better be added. If they're not added, then I'm not going to play the game. I'm nothing like that. But you can't always get things in life. But you can dream. You can dream, and that's what we're going to do at the moment. We're going to dream. But we're going to go through some things, and once I've done that, I'll hear what you guys want to see added, and we can discuss that. But I'm going to jump straight into this. Don't forget to smash a like on the stream, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please share the content around. But yeah, so the first thing we're going to do is discuss international management. Boys, this has been something that I've wanted since Soccer Manager 2022 beta days. I made a video years ago saying I want this added, these features, that features. It would be so nice just to be able to manage your own international team in a competition, that's continental. You know what I'm saying? If it's the World Cup, the Euros, the CAF, the I don't know, the Copa America, whatever. And I'm sure some of you are also in that boat where you're like, I wish I could manage my own international team and win that competition. Right? The last time we saw international management was in Soccer Manager 2018, and it was terrible. Right? I'm not even going to go into detail on that, but it was horrible. Now, international management is definitely something I want to see added. And I would say it's been something that's wanted since Soccer Manager 2019. Everybody thought, okay, Soccer Manager 2018, there's international management. Maybe there will be an improvement in Soccer Manager 2019. No, it was completely removed for whatever reason. I don't know. So it's been something that's been discussed, and people have wanted it to be added to the game for years now. And especially me, I'm also in that boat. So that's something I want to see. And look, I don't know if it's going to be added to Soccer Manager 2022. I don't think it is going to be. They did say that they might be, adding international management in a future update in Soccer Manager 2022. I doubt it. I think international management will be introduced to Soccer Manager 2023, because obviously the World Cup is next year in Qatar, and it's at the end of the year. So Soccer Manager 2023 will be out by then. And I reckon, my prediction is that international management will be released by then. But yeah, that's obviously the first thing out the way. Moving on to the next thing is obviously new leagues and countries. Now, I know there are two new countries and 5 new leagues that are going to be added to the game. One of those countries being Romania. So you scratch that one off the list. So there's one country left. There are so many possibilities of what that country could be. I mean, there's tons of countries out there that they have not added to the game. There's 33 countries in the game. I don't know how many countries there are in the world. I think it's like 200 and something. So, there's so many possibilities. My guess is the Egyptian League. But I want them to add some leagues, man, or some countries like the South African League, the PSL, the image that you see before you right now. Like, seriously, come on. I mean, it's just like they've been ignoring people on suggestions and things that people actually want to see. They kind of go down their own routes. Start listening to countries, start listening to people on their suggestions on countries that they would like to see. It'd be so nice just to manage a team in my own country that I'm potentially supporting, and they're adding leagues that I'm guessing no one's going to want to see. The Romanian league was in Soccer Manager 2018. They're just re-adding it, so it's not new. It is not new, so they mustn't label that country as new. If they were adding a country that we haven't seen yet, great. Then that's cool. And I hope it's a surprise. I hope that one country is going to shock us all. Because if it's the Egyptian League, funny enough, fun fact, the Egyptian League was in Soccer Manager 2018. So I'm just saying that if they do add the Egyptian League, that's not going to be, they shouldn't label that as new. They should label as that re-added. in stars, re-added, not new. So I hope they will add this in a future update. I can wish, I can dream. This is something that I would like to see. You guys don't have to agree with me. You guys don't have to agree with me at all. But this is something I would like to see. Especially, since I'm a South African myself, I would like to see the PSL in Soccer Manager 2022, or potentially in Soccer Manager 2023. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this image? Better coding, right? This before you is coding. This is what they use to pretty much put the game together, right? This is the development of the game for you right before you. Not exactly, but more or less. So what I'm talking about coding is not how they make the game, but the outcomes of the results, right? You see, I mean, it's irritated me to the core and out. It's irritated me to the shop and back when you forget to buy milk, right? It just gets to me when you end up losing to teams that you should not be losing to. On paper, you should be beating them, right? And it does not make sense to lose to a 45 rated team overall, and you've got a 99 rated team, full stamina, 100% chemistry. Doesn't make sense. So the coding for Soccer Manager 2022 was abysmal. It was an absolute abysmal. I mean, you guys saw on my streams, some of you will know, even in my own time playing the game, mate, I would just seriously want to break something, because it wasn't realistic. It didn't make sense. It seriously just irritated the living daylights out of me. So I want to see an improvement in coding in terms of the outcome. I want to see some realism. I want to see something that's going to shock me in terms of the results, the outcomes, what the other teams are doing in the game. What is Real Madrid doing? What is Bayern Munich doing? Is it realistic? Is it not? So I want to see some better coding overall, specifically in the outcomes and the results, because it's terrible. It is really bad, right? Seriously. So I want to see an improvement in that. That's definitely probably the main one for me at this point now, right? Everything I'm discussing is probably important to me and something that I would like to see added, but better coding is probably on top of the list, man, 100%. But yeah. Anyway, moving on to commentary, right? I gave this one some thought. Commentary. You see Martin Tyler sitting there, very famous commentator, and I'm not expecting Martin Tyler to be doing the commentating for Soccer Manager 2022, but it would be nice to see some commentary. We haven't seen the official game, come out yet. Obviously, it's coming out on the 1st of October, for those of you that don't know. And obviously, the beta is coming out on the 4th of August. That is confirmed. So I'm hoping there'll be like a shock where we see, some commentary. That hasn't been confirmed yet. That hasn't been confirmed or denied. So if we see some commentary, I'll be really happy. It'll make the gameplay experience a whole lot better, in my opinion. So it doesn't have to be anybody special. It doesn't have to be, super in depth. I just want, some commentating. And over time, it can get better. Because like I mentioned, Soccer Manager are adding features that no one really wants to see. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they're improving things, but they're improving the wrong things. They're adding the wrong things. If they started to listen to suggestions and things that people wanted to see, like everything I'm mentioning on this list, 90% of it is most likely not going to be added. Not because I'm being negative, because that's what has been discussed, has been confirmed. That's what we are expecting. So for me, like they need to listen to suggestions and opinions, feedback. They ignore it. They ignore my DMs. I'm going to call the developers out again. They ignore my DMs. They ignore my questions. They ignore my support tickets. I'm being serious. I'm not kidding. So maybe just actually get involved with your community a bit, other than posting announcements. That's great. You're keeping us up to date with what's going on, but just, get involved more. Listen to what some people have to say. Yes, they will reply to the odd person here and there, but there's more people that have questions and suggestions. So for me, commentary, definitely. Gameplay experience will be a whole lot better. And I think, actually listening to someone describe to you what's going on while you're watching is great. It's like, imagine watching football with no commentator. It's like you're just watching, guys kick a ball around. That's just how I feel. It feels like not watching a football match. That's just my opinion. You guys don't have to agree. But yeah, that's it for commentary. So I want to see commentary added to the game. If it's not in Soccer Manager 2022, I want to see it in Soccer Manager 2023. Right, now we're moving on to the last one, right? The last feature that I want to see added. And you guys probably like, what is this? Well, it's a press conference. I want to see some press conferences, improved press conferences. We did see some press conferences in the previous Soccer Manager games, but the press conferences were just awful. You were allowed to choose from 3 options. Yes, I get there are options, but that'll be it for the week. The media will come in once a week as you simulate, and then you got to say, okay, what are your thoughts on this player? What are your thoughts on the game? And you're limited to like 3 answers. And if you gave the wrong answer, the media will apparently be upset with you. I mean, that's not realistic. How can the media be upset with you? It might not be something that they want to hear in real life, but it's like if Jurgen Klopp goes on into a press conference and he says something to, if the media asks him a question, he's not going to sit there and he's not going to give an answer that they want. Most of the time, they don't get an answer that they want. The media is not going to be like, oh, well, screw him, stuff him. I'm not coming back next week. They're going to want to come back next week to get some, input. They want to hear an answer to their question. Not this nonsense in the game where if you give the wrong answer, they just ignore you. The media is upset with you. Like, you can actually go see that. Soccer Manager 2020. Go check it out. If you go to your manager profile, you'll see at the bottom media, you got like a down pointing arrow. The media's morale. They're not happy with you. No. I want to see some improved press conferences. It doesn't have to be, sitting in a room professionally with, your manager there and everything. I at least want to see, some more options to choose from when answering. I want to see some more involvement of the media specifically, because they ask you one question for the week. And I mean, in Soccer Manager 2021, it was worse. There was no press conferences. The media was barely involved in what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? They would give you like a report once a month saying, oh, just, watch out for this player. Well, great. You know what I can do is I can actually go check their squad and boom, the player's there. Great. So I actually want to see some improved features when it comes to press conferences, the media, because it's absolute nonsense when it comes to the previous Soccer Manager games, what we've seen, So that's definitely something I want to see added. This is not negativity. It might sound negative the way I'm speaking, but this is my passion for what I want to see. This is how I feel about it. So if you guys, don't like it, then just don't watch. Just click off the video. Why even bother watching? But this is my opinion. This is what I want to see. This is how I feel about it. Some of you guys might agree, some of you might not agree, but this is exactly what I want to see. So those are 5 things. Those are 5 things on my wish list. So I'll just go over it again. International management, some new leagues, but leagues that people want to see. Better coding, better results. I want to see that. Better coding, some commentary, and obviously improved press conferences. So those are things that I would like to see added to Soccer Manager 2022. If not Soccer Manager 2022, Soccer Manager 2023. Something that those are things that I would like to see. Main 5 for me. There are a few other things, but they're not important, so I'm not going to discuss them. So let's hear what you guys have to say. Let's hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. What are things that you would like to see added to the game? I'll do another 7 minutes. I'll make this a 20-minute video. So if you guys have a question or something you guys would like to see added to the game, just throw it in the live chat and I'll discuss it. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and do that if you want to. All right. Let's check this out. Wait, do Football Manager have press conference and post-match interview? I think so. I think they do. I don't think it's like super in depth or like, out of this world, but I think they do. Yeah, they do. But Soccer Manager doesn't, which just disappoints me. Swap deals. Yes, of course. Swap deals is something. Definitely swap deals. I think swap deals will be added. Gideon, swap deals will be added to Soccer Manager 2022. So don't worry about that. I'm actually looking forward to that being added. Swap deals and loan to buy options have been confirmed. I'm not sure about other features yet, though. I hope release clauses are added, buyout clauses, but those are two features that have been confirmed. Release clauses and loan to buy options, definitely making the transfer negotiation experience a whole lot better. Yeah. Yes, FM has press conferences. They do have press conferences. It's not like super amazing, but not as like FIFA S press conferences, but definitely they do have press conferences, which is like, you know, even adding that alone is just, it just makes the experience better, in terms of the gameplay. Like inverted wingers, we need new roles. Yes, they are adding new roles. They are adding new roles to Soccer Manager 2022. It hasn't been confirmed which roles yet, but hopefully we can see, I'm hoping that the sweeper role will be added to defenders. Hopefully we can see that. I also believe that there might be a few custom roles added. I'm not sure exactly which roles those will be in which positions, but I believe that will potentially be added to Soccer Manager 2022. Simulate to date, yes, simulate to date, definitely something that people want to see. I mean, that is definitely a good feature. I mean, it's nothing that I want to see desperately, but I think I would enjoy that, instead of, sitting on club friendlies. Not everybody does that. I mean, when I play FIFA career mode, I just simulate through all the friendly matches, and I just get on with the season. So simulate to date is definitely something that people have wanted to see. So yeah. Position change, yes, position change. Something that people have mentioned. Not a lot of people, but something that people have mentioned in the past. They want to see some position change. That is a feature in FIFA as well, not to mention for those of you that don't know. And I think, it would be great putting a player in another position. You know what I'm saying? That can actually play in that position, that has the potential to play in that position or whatever. It would be great to see that. Right. I want them to improve the leagues in North and South America, since I'm Mexican and they don't do anything with the leagues. Look, I think with those leagues, they have added the CONCACAF to the North American and Mexican. Between those two countries, that's basically like the North American Champions League. But I mean, the only disappointment for me in that respect is probably the ratings. They don't give the players or upgrade the players that deserve to be upgraded. Not at all. So I think they should focus their attention more on those kind of leagues and those kind of continents, to get some insight and to get some more knowledge about those leagues to improve it. Maybe a better GUI system. Yeah, I think so too. Obviously, the new theme color is dark blue. For those of you that don't know, I'll be dropping a video in like an hour from now, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Keep your eyes peeled for that. But a new GUI system, probably. But I would say that obviously the new theme color being dark blue definitely is more easy on the eyes, and I think makes things stand out more and definitely makes the gameplay experience a whole lot better. I want them to make it realistic. I saw Ronaldo sign for Arsenal. Yes, they are making transfers more realistic. That is confirmed. Transfers will be made more realistic. So you won't see Mbappe signing for Newcastle. You won't see that. They are improving the transfers in that respect, not just with the signings that you're going to make, but the signings that other clubs are going to make. So that is definitely a feature that I'm looking forward to. And I have high expectations for that, because I don't want to see some nonsense where you've got like a 5th division team bidding for, I don't know, like your first team player. No. Right. Play against live players and try to become the best manager of all time. Interesting one. Maybe some guide for every instruction / tactics. Yes, that's actually an interesting one, Kasam. An interesting one. Good suggestion. Yeah. Let's get rid of this guy. There we go. Sorry about that, chat. We continue. All right, I'll do two more. New goalkeeper animation, because SM21 was terrible, and also defender animation that is also bad in SM21. Yes, Lawson, I agree with you 100%. The goalkeeper would just dive like pretty much one way every time. It wasn't like he was animated properly. I would say he wasn't coded to dive properly. Again, that's why I said I want an improvement in terms of coding. So definitely an improvement in terms of the animation of the goalkeeper, and also the defenders. You would see the defenders slide right through the player and get the ball. Like you would see the defender get the ball, but the player that's got the ball just run through the defender. So it didn't make any sense to me. Um, right. Let's do one more. Every year we have some good players, but SM gave them a low rating. Yeah, I would say that like they don't focus enough on certain leagues in certain countries. In certain continents, I would say Europe is their main focus, and that's all they keep an eye on. Like, I mean, you'll see when on their Twitter feed as well, they just focus on the European youngsters or European players that are doing well. You would see the odd American player here or there, but you won't really see anybody that comes from an unexpected country or continent. You know what I'm saying? Make the Olympic update, says Combe Daniel. Interesting one, yeah. But obviously, we don't have Soccer Manager won't be adding international teams this year, as far as I know. It might be a future update for Soccer Manager 2022, but I don't believe so. I think it will be added to Soccer Manager 2023. So I don't think the Olympic update will be there, but I reckon the World Cup will be. Training cutscenes. Yep, training cutscenes is one. Definitely training cutscenes. That would look awesome. I mean, what we saw in the trailer, it would be nice if you actually saw that when you train your players. And I'm hoping that is the case. Right. New player faces. Yes, man. They look the same as last year's game, Soccer Manager 2021. The player faces look terrible. They look terrible. I would say they've improved the detail and the quality of the players' faces, but just change it now, man. It's like no one liked it. Just listen to some suggestions. Listen to what people have to say, the opinions, the suggestions, instead of ignoring them and following your own path. Doing that is not only arrogant, but you're not going to improve as a game and you're not going to grow your little, project that you're running. So maybe just consider that. Maybe. Yeah. We need player instructions and press interactions, says Abud. Yes, man. I just discussed that earlier. If you want to play back about, that's obviously something on my wish list. Just play the stream, should I say. Play the stream back to about, I think, maybe between 5 and 10 minutes, and you'll find me discussing that I want to see improved press conferences. Definitely something I want to see added. And player interactions, yes, as well. I would like to see that. That's also something. An SM database only for SM, no Soccer Wiki, which is for SM Worlds. I'm not in SM Worlds, so yeah, I guess so. Transfer cutscene when a player gets signed. Yes, great suggestion. All right, that's the last one I'm gonna do. Transfer cutscene. Like you actually want to see them walking into like a room. You got the manager. You got like the player signing the contract. Man, that would be great. That's something, these are minor things that we want to see added, but at this point they obviously won't be adding these things. Like look, I'm guessing that they have their list of things laid out that they've got going and that they're going to be adding in the future. I mean, they've probably already got their updates in place. They've got the release date in place, but they've got updates for after that. So they've got everything in place, guys. So I think, our suggestions at this point is just going to completely be ignored. I wouldn't say ignored, but it's not going to work, But yeah, I would say if we come together as a community, put pressure on them, there's lots of us saying, we want this. They will definitely acknowledge it. They will not see it. They will say something about it. But if there's one or two people saying something about it, of course not. They're not going to say anything about it. But if we come together as a community saying we want international management, we want to see commentary, we want to see new player faces, they will respond. I'm telling you now, they will. So if you put pressure on them, they'll be pressurized to respond. It's as simple as that. But that's all the time I have for you guys up until now. I mean, I wasn't even going to stream tonight, but obviously I am. I did drop a new video. No, I didn't drop a new video. I'm going to drop a new video. I made a new video before the stream, so that's why I was a bit late. And keep your eyes peeled for that. But that's all the time I have for you guys now. I will be back tomorrow. Will I be back tomorrow? No, I won't be back tomorrow. I'll be back next week. So I'll see you guys then. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, smash a like on the stream, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And make sure you share the content around. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, keep well, and yeah, I'm out. Peace.